Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Touken Rambles podcast. We are a monthly podcast all about the news behind the Touken Rambu franchise, like the anime, the games, the stage, and musicals, and everything in between. I am your host, Marissa, and I am here with, of course, the wonderful Jessie.
Ayo!
Who is back in the States, happily,
Woo!
after that long struggle.
Woo! I'm back. That's all.
Worst time to come back. And then, of course, Sarah.
Hello!
Alright, we don't have any community feedback for this month.
That's not entirely true. We did enjoy seeing some fun, what's it called? The Otomo feature. The AR pictures.
Oh, yes, we did.
Some of our friends were having fun with that. Always good fun. Go outside, take a walk, and take your boys with you. Thank you for sharing them with us.
Safely take a walk.
Safe social distancing via AR.
You can keep your boys close to you, but even social distance your boys and you're okay. See? Everything's fine.
Also, shout out to Mary and making those awesome little Nendoroids of some of the Touken boys that we don't have Nendoroids for, like Hakata. I'm pretty certain she made them, and Kotegiri, Matsui, and Buzen.
Yeah. Custom made cute little Nendos. They're beautiful and so perfect. And she makes little light outfits for them too. That's
yes.
I'm always blown away.
Well, her Ida bags are great. So she's a very creative person. So massive shout out to Mary. We love you.
Bonus reasons to join the Discord so you can see the cuteness that she posts.
Oh yeah. She's great. I wish we could go to a con and see her again. It's been so long. One day, soon.
Everything's on fire right now, but it's alright.
But we had a decent amount for this month, thankfully, but month of April is going to be a big doozy, and I'm pretty happy about this. This might be, I don't know if Japan has a lot of the stay-at-home orders still going on. Do they, Jessie?
Kind of. They kind of flattened the curve a bit at first, but now people are like letting up on that a bit.
Okay.
Starting to grow again. So they're shutting things down a bit more. We're seeing a lot more things getting canceled or closed.
But I've noticed a lot of mobile games and gaming companies really upping campaigns and things because I know people are going to want that entertainment while they're stuck indoors and when they actually have more time, because I've noticed we've had a lot of campaigns this month and we'll have more next month. I don't think we've had this many Internal Affairs +1 campaigns in a long time.
Not that I remember, that's for sure.
They are few and far between. So this month in the Touken Rambu game, we had at the very beginning of the month, running from about March 4th to the 24th, we talked a little bit about this. We had the Underground Treasure Chest event. You had a chance of getting, as usual, Hakata, Goto, Shinano, and Hocho, and Mori as well. And then they added Hakusan Yoshimitsu as a boss note drop from floor 51 onward to floor 99, and of course increased every 10 floors or so. I just got one Hakusan and was very happy. I max Rambu'd out the Salad Child. Oh god, that was a struggle. So many Moris.
Got enough salad?
So much fiber. Anything else for you that happened in the event that you guys want to add, or was it just mostly, as we all mentioned last month, just EXP grinding?
Mostly EXP grinding. I think I camped at level 51, but my boys did not like that. Because I was very adamantly trying to level up some boys for Kiwi, and they were not having any of it on 51, which made me very mad because I refused to run lower because I wanted that chance, just that slight chance of a Hux. But alas, I did not bring home a second Hux.
Yeah, I also was just kind of enjoying My goal was actually for the Koban because Koban was in short supply after the past few months. I successfully got the person who I was going to send on Kiwi to 99, so I'll talk about him in a minute. Yeah, after that, it was just kind of relaxed. I think I maxed out. I got Candy Child. I got his Rambo max, I think. I was very done with him by the end of it. And I almost have the S's are not my friend. Him. I almost have him maxed now because he just kept dropping for some reason. I didn't even realize he was there, but he was. He enjoyed life.
Oh, poor Atsushi.
Yeah, he enjoyed it, and then so did the random Otachis that just kept saying hi. That was fun, especially when I go on like battle, finish it out, end up with Taratachi. Next one, of course, Jirotachi shows up. I'm like, okay, this is a party. We're going fine. Yeah, fun times, y'all. Fun times.
I would get like a lot of Shokudaiki and Ichikirimaru, and I'm over here like, please, this is not your home.
Kane-san.
Him too, though.
Marissa, collect your oversized toddler, please.
A lot of those rarity 3 Uchigatanas just dropped, or just the rarity 3s were dropping so often. I saw a lot of Ishikirimaru as well, and Taro dropped occasionally. I almost maxed Otegine out through this event.
Yo.
I'm pretty close. I have like 1 or 2 more. But I have more of him than Jirotachi. I don't know why. It's really weird. It's just how RNG is, I guess. Certain swords want to drop more like Mika and Shishio for certain one over here.
Yeah, I wonder who that could be.
I'm pretty certain we explained most of our underground treasure chest explorations as of last month. Was more eventful on that. Did you guys get to floor 99, or did you just say, nope, I'm going to stay here and sit?
Cute. No.
I think I went up to like floor 80 the night before it finished. Cause yeah, no.
I don't know how I managed to actually get to floor 99. I had who did I have? I had Hakata. It was almost about level 50. Kiwame. Sada, Fudo, Hocho, Aizen, and I had Onimaru. And I was a little afraid. I was like, I don't know if Onimaru is going to make it down all the way. He's not a Kiwame. He's just a normal sword. And a lot of the normal swords do struggle the further down you go. But no, he was fine. He was whacking these things just as hard as the Tantos. So props to Onimaru. He's a pretty strong sword when you get him. Because Baka probably would manage down there as well, because they're 2 of the stronger swords in the game.
I like my eardrums though, so I'm content with my usual voice.
That's why I just mute it. Because I don't want to hear Baka screaming. I get it. That was Underground Treasure Chest. After that, we had maintenance, and we had some UI changes. If you've noticed, there are great, wonderful UI changes. One of them is there's an implementation of a button to receive all of available mission rewards in the missions tab. Instead of having to click each individual mission, you just hit it at the very bottom. There's a pink little button, and you hit it, and it gives you all the rewards, like every other mobile game.
I nearly cried tears of joy when that one came in because I was so happy.
No, it won't collect it for all of them. So like you can get the daily ones, but then you have to tab over to like the monthly or the in-game ones or the event ones. So it won't just claim all. Besides that one, I didn't know about this one because as soon as these UI changes went in, we got the most recent event that's ongoing right now. And I just kind of threw myself into that. And there's usually a screen that shows your sword stats. But now a screen will show your sword stats and troop stats after battle before you proceed on to the next node. So it's going to show up right after the EXP. I'm guessing it looks kind of similar to Village of Treasures. So now you know if you want to leave. Especially when you're tapping and you're like, wait a minute, such and such lost all their troops. That's a no-no. That's a no-no. I didn't notice this one, so if you noticed it, good for you guys. So along with those little UI changes, we also had the Internal Affairs +1 campaign, which guaranteed you an additional +1 on a stat when you send your swords out to Internal Affairs. That ran from the 17th to the 24th. No worries, there's going to be another one later in the month if you missed out on it. And right now, as we mentioned, we're in the middle of the Village of Treasures. Unlike the previous Village of Treasures, there are no new background musics, but you can still collect the instruments as before. And all the Go swords are available, and you can get 2 copies of them throughout this event. So Kotegiri is available at 20,000 and 80,000, Buzen at 30 and 90, Kuwana at 50 and 100, and Matsui at 70 and 120. That event's going to be ending soon on the 7th of April. Make sure to get your Go Boys if you want them. I've just been running for EXP, kind of.
Always support the Go Boys. Always support.
I got Buzen number 2.
Congrats.
Yep.
Woo!
I just hit 90,000.
Says always support the Go Boys. Just got today.
You've had a lot going on, Jesse. More so than usual. You get a massive pass.
This freaking event always rolls around when I'm traveling.
It
always
does.
And this time, though, I was so excited because it had 3 weeks. That's so great. And there's such low numbers to bring them home. That's so exciting. And I was like, yes, I'm going to Rambu these boys. And then I did nothing on my phone after work for like every day of March. I think eventually I just caved and was like, okay, I have nothing to do for the rest of the afternoon. We're just going to sit here and tap as I sort flashcards. Now that I'm home and I've had time to adjust and getting back in the swing of things, if there is a swing of things right now, VOT is going well. Fudo really likes the fire card. Fudo also really likes the Waki card. So that's really fun. I really like having Fudo as my captain. Sometimes he decides that he will be part of Fight Club, and sometimes he's like, you know what, we'll take it slow today. This is fine. We don't need to bring home 800 beads. We don't need to bring home 1,000. This event's going well, even though, you know, for me, technically it started like 2 days ago.
Oh, goodness. No worries. Everyone does things at their own pace.
I hope to bring home at least then. I need to save my Koban. Or I would be using all of my Koban. But I need to save my Koban. For reasons coming. How about you, Sarah?
Oh, no.
We all know how much I love VOT. It's absolutely my favorite event in this whole game.
I thought that was Special Investigation.
Okay, you're valid.
Second least favorite.
Yeah, second least favorite. Everyone knows my RNG luck sucks. Yeah, no. No. Jesse over here like, sometimes it's 500. Me, sometimes, if I'm really lucky, I get 300. I don't get the fire card often.
But the boss gives you 300.
I know. Imagine how the rest of the thing goes. I'm just sitting here like, okay, fine. Everything's fine. I've seen the pretty shiny Wakizashi one time this entire time. And since I started a new job, I cannot run morning passes at all. Because I work from 6:30 until 2 most days. yeah, I only have evening passes, and I'm not spending my Koban on this event. Nope, not happening. If it was one I really liked, and if it was a new sword, I would have probably tried a little harder, but I have all the Go. They're sitting there. They're pretty. They're all happy levels. If I get them, I get them. I just hit 11,000 beads today. I have no energy for this event. So yeah, fun times. Fun times.
And I'm over here throwing about 8,000, not 8,000, 1,800 Koban a day. Just here, boost it up. I see the Kaika Fire a lot. I see the Wakazashi a lot. My game just RNG likes me on events and then hates me in every other regard.
Master Sword is Master Sword.
Sword.
In some regards, it's events. It's events where I trump you guys, and smithing
Is not me. That's Jesse. Smithing is Jesse.
Empty hole in my sword book.
He. Yay, VOT. I'm bummed there's no music.
I thought that was really weird. But, I mean, they have thrown a ton of new stuff at us.
Yeah,
So
but
it's
there's
kind of nice. Like, it's a nice VOT supporter. It's a nice kind of low-key chill event. Like, they're giving us a nice break with this one. I
okay,
think
fair
that's
enough.
really,
Yeah,
because look at the year that we've had already. Like, 3 months. It's about time we had a nice little chill break of it. It's a little sad that we don't have any new music, but at the same time, we're also not getting Kiwame anytime soon. We're
No.
getting new swords out the wazoo. We're getting light outfits every month. I think they need to give some of their people a little bit of time.
Yeah, because we have out of like the older swords, I'm not gonna talk about like the more newer ones because they just came out, but Odenta still doesn't have a song. Sohaya no Tsurugi, Juzumaru doesn't. I'm surprised. Okanahira, Sengo, Hiko doesn't. Kogurasumaru doesn't have it either. And then the rest are like more newer ones, kind of like Daihanya and Koryu and onward. So I'm surprised. Those are probably gonna be one of our next batches, but still. Yeah, they're just giving us a break. Give people some time to catch up and hopefully get Taiko? Sarah?
I have 20 Taiko now. It's so nice. That's the only thing that makes me happy. I have like 90 plus and everything else, but
Your game just doesn't like giving you Taiko, and I don't know why.
That is so sad.
I wish I knew. I really wish I knew. I've given up figuring out my game.
So, besides Village of Treasures, we also had in the update a login present campaign, which gave you some fun goodies and the free spring garden background from last year. But, unlike previous background campaign free giveaway things to those who didn't have the games before, instead of getting like 10 Konpeito, we got 30,000 Koban. Thank you, DMM, for listening to us scream. I feel validated.
They took pity and they loved us. It's so nice.
Because it made no sense that we struggled for at least a month or two getting all of those, like the vegetables, the fish, the flowers, just kind of, not struggled, but just kind of like labored slowly, just like, gotta wait another 24 hours to get my vegetables. And all we got from it was 10 Konpeito. Now they're giving us Koban, which is worth it and goes directly into the casual outfits fund.
Yep.
When we now actually just more or less consider our Koban for the wardrobe.
Yeah.
The changes we've gone through.
But besides that, if you got the flower background, there are special flower viewing lines if you put the background in and you tap your attendant.
Local voice line supporter over here.
Yep.
These freaking kids are precious. I got super excited. Some of them are really funny. Some of them are just like, oh yeah, flowers are pretty. And then you've got like Shoku over here who's like, man, flowers are really cool. Maybe I should put flowers on my clothes.
What are you, Kasen?
Please no, I'm thriving just because several cosplayers who cosplay Kotegiri have like started trying to find flower themed suits. One person literally just was like, I have an idea, and posted a picture of one. And then fan art is starting to show up, so I'm just like dying of laughter inside every time I open Twitter usually because of these flower lines.
But unfortunately, this little flower garden lines will only run from the 31st of March to April 14th. So go and click them while you can.
Oh, that's so sad.
I
I need to
know
go-
it's not like the Setsubun one where you just throw the beans, and if you have copious amounts of beans left over, you can do it year long. No, this is just during the special time because it is flower viewing season, and it's beautiful.
Sure. Some of them are like kill me because they go rather. I mean, flower blossoms in Japan, especially the Hana, like the whole event is about realizing how short they're there for and how that's a lot like life. And so it's helping you, it helps keep like so that you realize this isn't going to last forever, that kind of thing, right? Some of the boys just go straight out and say it, and they're like, I think it was Hawk-san who's standing there, and you tap him, and he's like, man, these flowers, one day, they will fall. And human life, ... And I'm like, okay, buddy. But I was so mad because I was trying to go through them all. That happened, and I was trying to go in and go change my unit so I could actually run VOT for beads. And I got distracted by the flower line. And I was sitting through and just going through like my swords in order of level. And I got the Shizuka. And as I was tapping through Shizuka's line, trying to find the freaking flower line, my oldest sister came upstairs for lunchtime. And I never got to hear it again. She talked right over it as I finally got the flower line.
She didn't know.
She didn't know. I need to go back and do that then. But that means I have to change my captain. Oh, I guess. But expeditions! I can wait till after Tuesday. That's fine.
Yes. You can. It will still be going on after VOT, so no worries. Is there anything else about Touken Ranbu besides the current events that have been going on that has happened in your game?
I got a new Kiwi back. Otegine!
Yay!
Finally hit level 99 because of Underground Treasure Chest. And I kicked his butt out the door very aggressively, and I'm sorry, Gine. But you know why I'm cranky at you for taking so long. That Bab. Nihongo came home faster than him. He is now happily back home. And yes, I am very content. That is now all of the Aries of mine that are Kiwi.
Yay!
I am very content. I have yet to awaken him. I'll probably do a day where I just like poke him into like VOT and waste a little bit of Koban so he can do that. Because those repair costs are not fun. But yes, I'm very happy.
I also got a new Kiwi last month. During UTC, I also got one maxed out. Hachisuka Kotetsu showed me the power of a true Kotetsu blade, and then I promptly kicked him out of the Citadel. And he came back, and I think I got him. Did I get him to awaken yet? No, I can't. He came home. He's good. He was supposed to be running my VOT event with the others, and he ended up getting taken off. he didn't make the Kiwi cut. But that was because I kind of forgot that I hadn't maxed his stats back up yet. So he was having
Oh.
a bit of a hard time.
He was being paper shredded.
Yeah.
Just shove swords in his mouth like donuts. Just eat it.
So I've been doing that. And then like I stuck him on one of my expedition units. And so I'd go and be like, okay, great. Let me go feed him again. And he'd be out on expedition. I was like, oh, rip, never mind. That's gonna happen later. He's cool. He's back home now. That's good. My next one will likely be Shizuka. I think he's the highest level next. And he's in the 80s.
Close.
Yeah.
He'll
Right.
be really good for the event that's coming later in the month.
Yeah. I hope so. It won't happen yet, though. I'm gonna get them out eventually.
We'll see what they did with that event. There might have been a whole overhaul on it. But I maxed out Furo Yukimitsu's Rambu level. And I'm very happy.
Yay, Fudo!
Most of them were from Smiths, because I just Smith for the Tontos, because I still need to max out Sada and my boy Kenshin.
Pet. You got this. You will come home.
I'm probably going to, once I max out Sada, just be like, Side Eyes Kenshin. I'm gonna start smithing for Wakis because I still need to max out Urashima and get Monoyoshi to level 2. No, I still haven't gotten a Monoyoshi dupe from anything. I don't know how. I don't know how. It's like him and Odenta are like the two other swords that still haven't gotten to Rambu level 2. Yet I could either smith and or get them from drops. Yeah, Kenshin might have to wait. So I did get like 2 Kenshins in a row, like back-to-back days. I was like, excuse me, baby. Thank you for coming home. Mommy is happy.
He wanted to remind you he loved you.
Well, I love him, so probably like my smallest blade that I'm like, he is mine. He is my boy. So I think that's everything from this month. We timed it right. Congratulations, us. They already released the updated schedule for the rest of the month. So we're not going into the month confused. After Village of Treasures ends, we will have a double boss node drop rate campaign alongside a guaranteed gold troop campaign. This is most likely going to last about a week until the next event because of we get the double node boss campaign. They usually let us have that without an event because it sucks when there's an event going on. And they're like teasing us with, oh, you can get these boss node drops at double, but there's also an event going on. Please don't do that. Speaking of pain for Jessie, we had the 10th batch of casual outfits revealed, and they will go into the game on the 7th. But we have Ichigo Hitofuri and Gokotai, which we kind of assumed they would go together since they haven't. They're like the only 2 major Toshios that don't have their outfits. And of course, Jessie got hit with half the goes with Kotegiri and Buzen.
Beautiful attacks.
I'm fine. This is fine. Everything's fine. Yeah, we're good. I don't need any of this Koban that I just got back. No, not at all. We're good, man. I somehow managed. Nope. Okay, we're fine. Give me my other boys too, and rip the rest of my heart out. They're so beautiful. I love it.
I do have to say, Gokotai's outfit is freaking precious.
Gokotai's is freaking adorable.
I need to see Kaylin in this outfit.
Please. I just love how like they have all of the tigers being so cute and happy too.
Mm-hmm.
So it's super precious and adorable, and it fits him so well.
So I think Jesse mentioned this in our group text, but what is Gokotai going to look like with his Kiwame? Because in this sprite, it's showing his non-Kiwame form where he has the 5 tigers. And then in Kiwame, he has the big one.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see what they do for his Kiwame tiger. It's gonna be super adorable. Gokotai was one of my earliest Tontos and one of my first Kiwis, and honestly, I'm trying really hard to not cave and get his too. But also, my Jiden heart, freaking bag. We're fine. Everything's fine. This wasn't. Yeah.
It's not the bag that he lost, okay? It's the cute little bags that you
Yeah, sure.
usually wear when you go to festivals. It's a little cute festival pouch.
Right. Totally not similar at all to the one that he received.
Deep breath.
Anyway, every picture is a single attack, and it hurt.
Except
All of
Ichigo.
them. Even Ichigo, freaking Ichini out here too, man. Need I remind you, he was one of my favorites. I love him. He may not be in like Sun category, but all 4 of these characters, I love them all. And looking at how many are left, I'm terrified for this next month, just to let you know. Which is another reason why I was like, let me just change my team. We'll go for all the rewards, because there is Koban in these rewards. There might not be a lot of Koban left in the rewards, but there is some, and I am desperate.
See, I'm just sitting here eyeing those swords with deep concern.
Eyeing what?
The Sanjo. Mika, Kogi.
Ooh, yeah, they still don't.
Ishii.
Mika, Kogi, Ishii, Toshi, and Imano. Just still all of the.
Yup.
That's gonna be a smack to a lot of us in different ways.
Yup.
I'm gonna have to get my Fua hair husband. I need him. I need my Koki.
Yeah, we'll all die, because I bet they're waiting just to like drop them all at once, more or less.
Mm-hmm.
Because Sanjo and the fact Mika is one of the 2 poster boys, more or less. So, yeah.
So it is a little weird that this batch only had 4 and not the usual 5.
Last week was a holiday, and with the ones that they released, it kind of made sense to only do the 4, because they only, like, of the Awataguchi blades, it was only Ichini and Gokotai that were missing. Hakusan aside, they were the only 2 missing.
Yeah, they were. And then
Even
it's a Go
Moonlight.
event, so it makes sense to have 2 Go swords and the first 2.
Yeah.
But get ready to buy those if they're your favorites. Later in the month as well, we don't actually have exact dates as usual for this. The next event is going to be the War Training expansion.
Ooh.
You heard me correctly. War Training expansion is making its comeback.
Happy dance.
We don't know much about it, so they could have done a complete overhaul with the event, though they've done that a couple of times. I don't even know who the sword drops are going to be. They could be the 4 swords I'm about to list, but apparently this is based off of the translation from the Touken Rambu wiki group. You are guaranteed a copy of Azuki Nagamitsu, Shizuka Gata Naginata, Kenshin Kagemitsu, and Hyuga Masamune. I don't know if they're just going to be like, well, welcome back, War Training. Here's 4 free swords! Excuse me, what? Or they're the boss node drops. I don't know.
I feel like they might do it where if it's like a 4, it's been so long since we've had it, my brain doesn't remember if it's structured like the usual 4-level difficulty, but they might
It
be
is.
like one for different maps, like the boss for those. Thinking it's funny because of like the struggles so many of us had getting like Shizuka. So these 4 being the ones chosen has my brain like exploding a little bit.
Yeah. So I am happy that Azuki and Kenshin, because they're 2 of my favorites, but usually the previous War Training expansion had each of them have a chance of dropping on the boss node, no different than normal maps, but they were event ones, very similar to running underground treasure chests. There was no passes. It was just run the map over and over again. And it would be Fudo. Map number 2 was, oh god, I cannot remember.
Sada.
Is it Sada?
Yeah,
And
it
then,
was Sada.
yeah, it was a Sada. It was like it started out mostly as like a Sadamune thing. And third was, I think, Kiko. And then it was like Akashi, actually. I think was the 4th one. Yeah.
No, because there were actually only 3. There were only 3 event drops because the first map was just for like baby leveling. The second map was Fudo. I know because this is the one where I got Fudo. And
Oh,
where I
it
got
was,
Sada,
because
on the third map I got Sada on my first run through.
and we were very mad at that time.
Yeah.
And then the 4th one had Kiko. And it was
Okay.
only those 3, and it would always be those 3. But we haven't had war training in so
But
long.
Akashi was a drop once on E4 for War Training at one point.
At one point.
But I know Fudo was always map number 2. He was always the night map. It was an easy map for leveling up babies, especially trying to level up those Tontos instead of trying to run Era 6. It didn't give you the best EXP, but it gave you like security, and it was an easy way for people like me who started the game when there wasn't too many Kiwame, and most of the Kiwame were the Tontos, trying to get them up to level 99 so you could send them out to Kiwame. I do remember E4 was a pain in the butt because of the bamboo.
That was E3.
Is that E3? I think it was both. Both of them had bamboo.
I think they both have bamboo, but E3's the one where like you get stuck more often, while E4 it just doesn't send you on certain paths.
No, it just never sent you to the boss node.
This is the one where we get all the pretty fan art of Bitachi's literally stuck in bamboo and their Uchi's just glaring at them. Like, the amount of ones that I've seen with like Shogu literally just like half in, half out, while both like Okuhikara and Heshikiri Hasebe are just glaring at him like, come on, dude, really?
I am gonna say, I think it's been a while. It's been a really long time since I ran my first war training. But if I recall, the first war training I ever didn't have bamboo.
I've been playing with events so much. It's hard to guess, because if we think about it, the key one was super easy now.
Village of Treasures has changed so much.
Yeah. So who knows?
I can't wait. It's one of my favorite events. But at the same time, one of my least favorite, because I hated trying to get to the boss node on those, especially the higher ones. But if Kenshin is a boss node drop on E2, you bet your butt I'm running E2 this entire stupid event to Rambu him.
But regarding their drops, though, because it said there was a guaranteed copy, I had an idea on that. I'm wondering if it's not like run the event so many times and you get an exchange ticket kind of thing.
You mean kind of like what they did with the Chosen / Hizen, maybe? Where like after doing the certain time, he was part of the reward package.
Right.
Or the first time you hit the boss node, you get a guaranteed drop, and then after that, you just have like the normal chances. Maybe?
It's possible, but I also am not certain that you'll get one of each one. From my memory, and I know I didn't retweet this one, and so I know I can't really say much about it, but when I was looking at it, it didn't specify you would get one of each single one. It just listed the 4 and said guaranteed 1 sword.
That's why I said, like, based off the translation from the wiki server, this is what I copied. So
In Japanese is frustrating. So it could be that we get one of each of them, or it could be that we get one of just one of them. But those details come in soon. I'm really intrigued in how they're going to do that. We haven't seen a guaranteed copy of a sword in an event outside of like bead collecting or anything like that, or special mission.
at some point, I don't know if this is going to be at the same time as war training or after or before the following event. Still don't know. These are just the order of when things are going to happen. Around this time, the new solar term Shoman background campaign is happening. So, with that, a reminder to everyone the solar term background campaign that's currently ongoing is going to be ending mid to the end of the month. So make sure that you try and collect as many vegetables, fish, and flowers as you can so you can exchange to get the current background. You won't be able to exchange for it if you don't have the correct amount at the end of the campaign, and you'll have to wait another year to get it. And at the same time, we're getting the Internal Affairs +1 campaign. Again. I am happy.
Which I know, like, I'm gonna go ahead and mention this because I know I keep pulling the dumb and I keep thinking, oh yeah, that's happening. Casually forgets to send people out until like the last 2 or 3 days, and I'm like, oh wait, I could actually use this now because of the guaranteed means like those Kiwame who need all of the whatever scouting, I guess it is, maybe. Whichever one the +1, like the
the
field
field will
work
give
is.
you +1 to scouting or +1 to your HP. The HP
Yeah.
is nice. You want and don't want scouting.
So
Because 7-4.
yeah, that one exists. It is still useful, especially if you have Kiwame though. So don't pull a Sarah and forget about the fact that this is still helpful because you have so many swords that you think are max, and then you're like, oh wait, oh, okay, yeah.
It's the only way you can max or get stats in those. The rest of them, you can send your swords to do internal affairs to increase the others, but it's easier just to give them additional sword duplicates. Unless you're one of those people that needs them for Rambu levels and you're just starting out and there's so much going on, then go ahead and send them out to internal affairs. It's free and easy and you're not wasting things. I hate when they're like, oh, they went to train in their HP. I'm like, I don't need them in that one. I need them for scouting.
At least with this, it's guaranteed, so it's not just you keep sending them out hoping that they'll increase, and you just keep getting back a nope. Okay, boys. Thanks.
You get a +0. We have a second event that's going to be happening later in the month, and that is going to be the new special investigation event called Keicho Kumamoto, which is going to be featuring Kasen Kanesada and 2 brand new swords.
I'm so excited. I'm going to be doing some more research in the next month to be able to talk more about it too. From what I've learned thus far, expect some Hosokawa fun. I'm very excited. There's so much possibility, so much potential.
It could be new Kanesada swords, it could be Hosokawa swords, mostly be Hosokawa swords.
Most likely Hosokawa swords. Most likely.
Though Hosokawa did have a very large sword collection, besides Kasen, that at one point included Sayo. Surprise!
There's a lot of different potential boys that it could be, and just so many. He had a lot of connections. Stay tuned for more on that, because Brain has a lot of different tidbits of things that it needs to string together to make.
And I know Sarah's looking forward to this event.
I really wish you could have seen my expression right then, but it's probably a good thing you couldn't. Like, why? 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 One day I'll have the sword, I guess. Maybe, possibly, assuming my roles like me. Doubtful. We'll see. Expect to hear a lot more of me cursing die when this is all over. I'm excited to see what comes up. I'm excited for the new Babs. I'm going to be screaming about this event for the next while.
As a bit of encouragement, you have gotten every special mission blade thus far.
As a reminder, it's usually several days, if not a week or two after y'all. Or at least
But
a week.
you've
But
still
that one.
gotten them. That's good.
True, very true.
Each one has gotten a little bit easier in its acquiring of the sword, so there's a little bit of hope.
I love how even your voice sounded doubtful there. We'll see. Well, maybe I'll be pleasantly surprised.
I'm looking forward to that mostly because of just world building and character building, which is going to be great. More on Kasen. For those of you who might like Kasen or haven't Kiwame him, I would suggest trying to Kiwame him before the event because keep in mind these events, they have special interactions with the starter swords if they're Kiwame.
But you'll also get those unlocked when you do Kiwame them eventually, because that happened with me with Hachi. When Hachiska came home from Kiwame, that just happened last month, but long after his special mission event, I got a notification saying that those recollections had been unlocked.
Which is nice.
Either way, you'll get to see both recollections. If you don't have them Kiwame, eventually you will. If you do have them Kiwame, when you do have them, you can go under the recollection section of your sword book and you can play the non-Kiwame one there. Because that was me with Mamba.
I've noticed they're not too much different. Like the regular ones will maybe have some conversations that just don't have. And when they're Kiwame, they'll have added on conversations. It's not like you're really losing out on the main plot. It just adds a bit more, like especially Mamba with Chogi. When it's just regular Mamba, he just kind of just doesn't say anything. But Kiwame Mamba actually kind of tells him off and is like, I don't care. Shut up and sit down. And it's great.
Yes. So much agreement.
I don't notice the difference between the Mutsu ones, but the Hachiska ones didn't really add much. I'm sorry. It was just some extra little bits, like an extra line or two.
All I can remember is a lot of sighing and huffing from a lot
Yeah!
of different ones.
So many recollections of Shishin or Kiyomaru just saying, like, telling you, like, 1 away, 2, 3, and you're like, can you please stop? It goes up to, like, 12. I don't know how bad of a run you can do to be, like, 12 spaces away from a bomb when they're all so close.
I was wondering if Sarah encountered that.
Oh, no. Never mind.
It takes special effort known as you tap when you're too asleep to realize things, apparently.
Oh.
So you're just running in circles, and then you realize, I'm a dum-dum. I should have gone this way instead. And then you're like, I have to backtrack by 6. And then you have to redo it all over.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it should have been impossible, but trust me, it can happen.
Blame Sleepy Sarah.
Sleepy Sarah should not be in charge of tapping. That's also how I ended up, I think, at the first time with I got Kiyomaru first, which I'm not complaining because if I had to choose between the two, I would have chosen Kiyomaru first. With Awake Brain. But Awake Brain was not the one who tapped through the intro of the event.
All right, that is it for game updates and news. So we're going to be moving into merchandise. Sarah, would you like to take over for that?
Alrighty, y'all. So let's start out. And we get to start out with shinies. So U Treasure is coming out with sets of jewelry. There is a Okui necklace that is coming out, which is pretty.
Mm-hmm.
And I have not seen these, but there will be a Kashu Kiyomitsu and Yamabagiri Kuna Hero rings, whose pre-order is open March 20th to April 14th. I did not see these, so Marissa, do you have anything you want to add on them?
I love the Okirihara necklace. It's like two different chains. One of them is his crest symbol, so it's got that like sunburst design with a looks like some kind of garnet or ruby in the center that's red, and then the other one that's a little bit longer has his actual necklace, but it's really small. It's like a really dainty necklace. And then Kashi and Yamamagiri have these really pretty rings. It's not just inlaid with their colors, but there's some metal working that reflects who they are. I couldn't tell the Mamba one as much, but the Kashi one's really pretty because it's got some reds and some whites on it. It's really, really cute.
I really liked the rings. They were very pretty. The necklace was really cool too, but it was nice to see the work with the ring.
I think I vaguely remember seeing the necklace and thinking how lovely it was. So I kind of goofed and I wasn't paying attention when I saw it and thought, oh, someone is doing one for the Date, because I was thinking that the first one was Suru because of the color scheme that it was in, because the white and the gold, because it's very delicate looking, what you mentioned, and it's lovely. But they're both Kara now. Now my brain realizes that. Next up, Hooked Figure Petites, which kill me every time one of them comes out, by Jessie. You want a name?
Kuryu Joshi.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You don't want to guess how that was probably going to come out tonight.
I'm so curious now, please.
I cannot do a FUR noise. I'm too southern for this, y'all. Alright, Hook Figure Petites. Yeah, here we go. There are a new batch for Yamamagiri Chogi, Hizen Tadahiro, Hirano Toshiro, and Hosho Toshiro. So, just have them hanging about off the edge of everything, peeking up on you.
I think these are a part of a Kuji, because that's what they made it seem like. They weren't like from a gachapon or from like a blind box. I think they're from a Kuji of some kind. And I'm pretty certain, because I looked at it, and it looked like Hirano, but it also could be Maida. But Maida has lighter hair.
I think it was Hirano.
But it didn't have the cape, but I couldn't tell because it only had one picture, and I couldn't swivel the Hirano / Maida around. I'm pretty certain it's Hirano. If it's Maida, I'm sorry, Maida. This is where it gets a little confusing when you look at it and you go, oh my gosh, it could be either one. Whoops.
At least everyone else is very distinctive.
Yes, thank you.
I will say, like, the one I noticed most was Heasen's because of the, like, shock of red for his hair. And I was just like, you're adorable. Why?
His little pouty face.
I think there's like a couple other sets that float around, and you'll see some people have photos where I think like they already have them. And so someone has, and I don't remember what sets it was, but they had, because you know how a lot of the characters, like you have someone you automatically pair them with, and someone had like two sets of people that were already paired, and then just random heathens sitting there on their desk glaring at the other sets. Like, I don't have my sensei. What? Next up, Hyuga Masamune's Nindroid pre-order is opening in September?
No, it's open now, and it's releasing in September.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
He's fully colored. That's all I know. He's an adorable.
He's up for pre-order right now. If you order through Good Smiles website, you get this special rubber strap that comes with the pre-order, and he will not be released until September. He looks so cute.
Adorable. I love him. The coloring's so great.
You and your red boys.
He has a hoodie. I think that is also a sign.
Yeah.
Connections that I have made, not exactly recently, but I admitted he was a son when I realized.
If you love him, if you love one of the Boy Scouts, go pre-order. If you have that kind of money, enjoy, because he's really cute looking. At the very least, if you like Hyuga, he is 100% worth looking at the Nindroid, because it is adorable. And because everyone loves can badges, Nitotan can badges. So the new set will be for Ishikimaru, Tomokiri, Honebami Toshiro, Kotegiri Go. No surprise with the Go attack lately. Izomi no Kami. Every single time. Kane-sara, Kane-san, Shingo Muramasa, Kinshin Kagemitsu, Azuki Nagamitsu, and Hocho Toshiro as of March 27th. So I'm sure they're out somewhere, not sure where.
This one and the next one are gachapons. Gonna be hard for those of us internationally to get them because you're gonna have to get them through someone who lives there.
And it won't be me.
Nope.
I know there are plenty of proxies around. It'll be a little bit more tricky than usual just because of the current situation, but yes, and do research beforehand if you are planning on buying them, just because I know several different like agreements have been going on lately where like they are transitioning a lot of like gotcha usual things online to see if one of those might open up. And because we all love all the shiny and other pretty things, there are also rubber mascot Goku, Soku, whatever those are.
We actually have a couple of these rubber straps. They're like the purple backed ones, and they're usually them in like a battle pose. I know you have at least a Nika.
Yes, the super cute ones. Okay, now we're all on the same schedule.
Yes.
So yes, for these they are worth it. So yay, new ones of Kiwame Yamamagiri Kunihiro, Kasen Kanesada, Ikimaru, Hotarumaru, Otagine, Tarutachi, and Jirotachi. So yay for all of these boys who are often hard time to get. It is a hard time to find merchandise of them, I should say.
They're really cute. I'm loving a lot of the Kiwame merch that's coming out because most of it is just like big can badges or big acrylic keychains. So they're not made really easily for putting onto Ita bags unless you have like big ones. So I love rubber straps the most because they're easy to put on things. I just need my Tombo one.
I's the Ishii / the other pair of Otachis on this list.
So that is it for merchandise for this month. We're going to move into our Behind the Blade section.
The adorable little Wampaku collaboration. The one in Tokyo did, and it wrapped up. And the one in Osaka is currently set to open April 25th. I think it was supposed to open sooner. Pushed it back.
Merch is so cute.
I didn't expect it to actually be as cute as it is, and now I'm kind of dying over it. Like the Mika initially was kind of creepy, not gonna lie. Because it just feels like he's trying to eat your soul. But the rest of them are adorable.
You want to know something that's trying to eat your soul? Was the stupid little... what are they even? They're like these little
Furby?
doll collaboration thing that they did, and they're small. And Lexi got one for me because we found them when we were out.
What?
And I brought home a Yago, and it looks like it's trying to eat your soul. And I think I buried it in some bag, but I did bring it home, and I don't know what to do with it. it's not out in the open, and that's all that matters.
Oh
The
god.
Mika and the Wambuck collaboration is absolutely adorable in comparison.
Good to
God.
know, then.
Yikes.
Oh my gosh, she really wanted it to be Akita because nothing is creepier than that. But this Yagen, oh no. Anyway, if you find them cute, awesome. Lexi and I have different opinions of the definition of the word cute. That's happening. Like, check dates online before you plan your trip to it. Smart. As just a general blanket thing for all of the things coming up, because they are all real world, real life things. Check your date, check your website. Just make sure that all is set before you get out there and realize, oh, this is closed today. So next thing on the list, keeping everybody home.
Yay.
Great time to rewatch fabulous, lighthearted anime. Still rips my heart out. Thanks. Yes, that's cool. Touken Rambu Hanamaru is getting season 1 and 2 reruns this year in preparation for the new project, which we still don't have any news on just yet. But that is being rerun in Japan starting April 12th. And then season 2, Zoku will be getting a rerun starting July 5th. So we have spring and summer anime seasons getting a rerun of Hanamaru, which is also very exciting. Now, if you're not in Japan and have access to Crunchyroll, it is always available on there. So go out there and rewatch it. Fantastic.
Or go find your friend who has one and will let you borrow it. Because it's always worth the rewatch.
It really is. Cammy looked at me the other day because she is now home too. And she's like, I kind of hate that I am going to say this, but I want to rewatch Hanamaru now that I know a lot more of the. And I am so proud. We made it to episode 4 before we just with timing of family and everything. We bounced back in shows, but she's rewatching it and she's finding it a lot more fun this time around because I know the second time I watched it was even more entertaining. Yay, and it's the great time too because spring and this stupid tree of ignoring the first one and then the last 2 episodes of both seasons, it's a perfectly lighthearted one. Also going on TV is very exciting. There's a special TV show or not TV show, but a TV channel in Japan that specializes on period dramas, Jidaigeki Japanese. Jidaigeki TV will be airing movie Touken Rambu. Yay! Get us some more love on TV. It's a fantastic movie if you haven't seen it yet. It's also available online. You can buy it, all of it, yes. So that's out. That's cool. That'll be on TV. And it was really cute because on the tweet that announced it, they were like, Touken Rambu is a period drama. Which I just thought that was really cute because, I mean, they're not wrong. It really is. Much traveling back into those periods as they do.
There's a lot of period dramas with some fantasy aspects to things, so
Looks at that whole like genre of girl travels back in time, lands in like emperor's court, yada yada, period time.
What is this, Fushigi Yugi?
But this is like the period dramas that you see like traditional Japanese samurai. Like you think dubbed Japanese movies and you see the samurai and the top knots and everything and the really bad voiced over dub. Yeah, it's really, really popular daytime TV in Japan. And the fact that Touken's getting on there, I think, is really exciting. But that's honestly currently it for Behind the Blade.
Move on to live action.
So, starting out with our live action, we have an update regarding the Soga. So, Soga 2019 has a CD that went on sale on March 25th. So, that music, which is amazing and wonderful, And I can't wait for people to comment more about it because there's certain songs in it that make me die of laughter every time I see it performed. Please go buy it. Join me in laughing. There is a song in there that, like, I call it the flamingo song because of the dance moves that go with it. And that is why, if anyone was wondering, there is a sudden resurgence of, like, Soga-related fan art for a few days. Because I was very confused for a hot minute, like, okay, a lot of people were treating old stuff, totally. No, it was new stuff. It was in, like, commemoration of, yay, the CD is out now. But that is not all regarding Soga. If you remember way back when it was announced that Hikikiri and Hizomaru would be part of the Japan Cultural Expo opening ceremony, the thing that was going with the Olympics, more or less, and that they were going to have their performance there because it's so close to Kabuki, yada yada. Well, the ceremony itself has been cancelled, but fear not, they are turning it into a recording broadcast. So we are not fully losing the boys, they are still getting the chance to perform in something that is super major. We will all be giving them our love and support, hopefully. They are luckily pretty adept at doing really random recordings of their shows. So fingers crossed everything goes well for them, and yay that it is not fully cancelled.
I know they were a little sad for it to have been switched to just recording, but everyone's being super flexible in this time, and I think it's really cool to see. And then just the other day, we had a very exciting cast up.
So, like, when the news dropped, my bedtime is like by 11 at night because of my new job. And I'm telling Jesse, good night, I'm going to bed. I opened Twitter by accident initially, and here is this announcement. Toasty 7 has fully added on their cast. Well, at least they've updated their cast list. So Kasen and Chogi are no longer doing a two-man show, probably singing about fish. They might still be singing about fish at some point, but they are now joined by Kiko Sadamune, Nikari Aoi, Shishio, and Kotegiri Go.
I'm
just here
terrified.
screaming. I think all of us are screaming. We're all dead.
I don't know what to be more dead about. The fact we get a Nue plushie,
I want that plushie so
Yes!
much.
or the fact that now there are two walkies in, not two, three walkies in Toasty that are in Tomyu.
True.
Because we now have Nikari and Kotegirigo in both citadels, which is fascinating and terrifying.
On top of the Horikawa from before.
Indeed. Oh, it was Eden. Let's see what Den this next stage play to be when that announcement drops. Lord, it could be like Meeden. It's incredibly hard to differentiate. All of the bromides that, or not bromides, but the visuals that were released are freaking gorgeous and just fabulous. From Kasen and Chogi, which we already saw, to Kiko and Nikari and Shishi, Kotegiri and... My heart is not prepared, but it's such a need.
I think I'm actually the most... Well, obviously I'm excited for the Nikari just because we all know me. I don't think you've clearly not heard our podcast before if I've not been dying over Nika in some form or another. So yes, in general, I'm excited. He's also friends with Aoki-jin, who plays Toastei's Mutsunokami. And he's also friends with the actor who plays Daihanya. So, like, if you look at some of his photos, it's always hilarious because he's, like, half the time cuddling someone. He's very small, and he gets stuck with a lot of towels. I love his cat, but also, he went and saw Jin's performance. I don't know if it was for Jiden or Eden, but he was super excited when he got to join the Touken cast because of that. Like, he's been in and excited for Touken for a while now, so that's a fun thing to see. But I'm also really excited for the Shishio, which coming from me is hilarious. His smile is super bright, and I think I'm excited to see like how they have him because we had that name drop kind of in back in Heat and Hell where Koga was mentioning like Shishio and Nue. So now we finally have them both, and I'm excited for that.
I am, of course, very happy about Kiko. Wanted to see him on this stage at some point. I don't care if it was Toste or Tomyu. I'm a little sad I don't get to. Well, not right now, but that he's not in Tomyu with Sengo because Kiko, Sengo, and Tomyu would be utter chaos. I think I mentioned this before, but I'm really happy. Kiko's one of my favorites, so. We only have 6 right now, and usually most of our cast for Toast Day is like, what, 12-man cast? Often. Besides Jiden. Jiden decided to say, screw 12, I'm going to add more. But most everything from Honoji up to Hiden was 12 people. So there's 6 more we could potentially add, and most likely 2 of them are going to be the new swords that are going to be announced during Kasen's event, which is another reason why we probably don't have a title yet, because they don't want to spoil the event by spoiling the stage title. That's potentially 2 more. What are the other 4?
Potentially. I think Eden only had 8.
I guess they're trying to make it smaller, because 12, to be honest, was a huge cast. And sometimes I felt like certain people got lost. And it was like, oh, why exactly are they here? All right, I get it. Ichini and Namazuo, they are foils for the Samonji brothers. That is it. They're great, but that is it.
Toast is a terrifying unit, and just in general, the whole thing is a whole bucket of please be gentle, but you're not going to be.
If we think Tomyu's out here to kill us, Toast's already holding our grave marker, and like, here you go, it's freshly dug.
Yep. So stay tuned for more information on that. Some news of the Tomyu world itself, too. And I could read this one, but we all know that Sarah's notes from her sleepy brain are best said from her own mouth.
I love my friends, as you can see.
And we love you too.
For this, I was under the assumption I would have been saved from this, but no. So Tomyu, Paradise of Ocean. What's the name we don't trust again? Whichever one. I still don't remember the actual name of this thing. Paradise of the something sea. Several of these performances have unfortunately been cancelled, but the boys have had much fun. Please continue, Jessie.
So, Paradise of the Quiet Ocean, or the Quiet Ocean's Paradise, the Ocean's Quiet Paradise. Shizuka no Umi Paraiso. Tomyu 7. It has officially begun its run, but unfortunately they had to cancel several performances, as Sarah said, for safety's sake in this global pandemic as they are trying to cut. But they are having much fun. There are many concerning pictures of a rather stoic crane, which is terrifying to think about.
Kind of hilarious because he's so small.
Indeed. And then often stuck between certain characters, and you're just like, buddy, do you need a nap? Are you okay? They're definitely having fun. They're all very sad that they had to miss out on certain performances, but they are still set for performances in Kumamoto coming up at the end of the month, in Miyagi at the beginning of next, and then the finale, the final run, in Tokyo. So definitely keep looking for them because they're so entertaining to watch on Twitter as they're warming up to their roles, some of these new kids, and just experiencing the Tomyu family as a whole is really exciting.
I do have one more point to add just based
Yeah.
off of this. This is about goods related to this
Oh, yes.
production. Their bromides, some of them were going to be used through Lawson. Those have been, like, they had to cancel that for other reasons as well. But this is like when I was mentioning to check online that a lot of stuff is transitioning to online. So they actually, that since it's not going to be in the store itself, it will still be online. And if you can find like the announcement of goods, there will be like a link in that. So if you are like one of those who have access somehow, who knows more about this kind of thing, that it still exists. It's just not going to be in the store itself.
On the goods note too, for those who were really looking forward to getting goods at the venues, yeah, at the theaters themselves, they switched around and they made those goods so that they can be available at certain animates around the country. Those on sale dates, I think, were set to be this weekend, but due to some scheduling things and trying to keep people home on the weekends as much as possible, that will be starting very soon. But obviously, it can't start if the place where they were supposed to be on sale is closed on the day that they're supposed to go on sale. So those will be on sale shortly. Do check online. Those were tweeted by the musical thing at Twitter itself.
So yeah, congrats to these kids though for doing their best to like still have fun, still interact with their people, but keep everyone safe. They're doing great. They're trying their hardest.
Mm-hmm. All right. That is everything for the month of March for this podcast. Thank you guys so much for listening to our podcast month by month. We really, really appreciate it. We're going to be hopefully getting more out to you guys in the next couple of months because of everything going on. And keeping you guys entertained as well as ourselves. So you guys all stay safe out there. Keep distance as much as you can, but please go outside and enjoy the beautiful spring weather and just have a wonderful, wonderful spring. And stay safe and healthy. We love you guys. If you want to keep up to date on when we post podcasts or any other kinds of news, you can follow us on our Twitter at Touken Rambles or on our Facebook at Touken Rambles Podcast. And if you would like to send us a question, comment, or any kinds of... And if you want to keep listening to our podcast, you can find us on Podbean, Google Play, iTunes, Spotify, and any other podcatcher. All right, guys, stay safe. Bye.